What up, everybody? It's your boy, the Kryptonian, saying here, bringing you a review for One Piece Chapter 34. And this chapter right here, man, I got a lot of the stuff I wanted. I got to see Kaya show up. I got to see Usopp kind of, sort of take on Captain Kuro. Like, this was good. There was a lot of payoff in this chapter, man. Like, I'm okay if Luffy decides, to jump in and, throw down. And it's looking like Luffy's probably going to be the one that throws down, because the next chapter is probably going to be the one that ends off the volume, because there's not much room left in this volume. Now, let's just, focus on what I feel is the biggest thing about this chapter. Captain Kuro. Holy shit. Psychological warfare like a son of a bitch. This was amazing to see how he breaks down Kaya mentally. Like, the panels and the way that they're drawn, they easily take down what I thought was going to be my favorite panel, which is Nami basically doing a 50 Shades of Nami routine, where when she decides she's going to wake up Luffy, she ends up actually stepping on this dude's face. And look at this right here, man. Like, this is some 50 Shades of Grey stuff right there. Like, she's got the heel in his face, and Luffy's looking like he's loving that shit, man. Look at that right there. He's got the, he's in some pain or whatnot, but like, still though, man, Luffy looks like he's like a glutton for punishment right there, man, because he's just taking it. Now, let's just go ahead and get right to it, right? We know Luffy is a stamina freak because he's made out of rubber. Even when he gets basically sliced in the head, he takes the hit like it's nothing. Like I said, the real thing is Kaya being psychologically broken by Captain Kuro. And basically Kaya shows up and she says, "Please, you have to stop this." And at first, like, when I saw the coat in the bottom panel, I was like, yeah, man, she's showing up. And then she pulls out the pistol. And right there, man, I almost betrayed my girl Nami. I was just like, hey, baby, I can't be with you no more. This chick, man, she pulled out the pistol and she was determined, right? Like, I love strong female characters. And it's awesome that Oda decided to have Kaya do that, because one of the signs of a good writer is when you take a character and you make them do something that is totally unexpected of them, but it fits within the plot, so you can justify it doing it, like them doing it. And nobody expects Kaya to pull out a pistol, right? And then that's when Captain Kuro basically invokes some of the 33 strategies of war, right? Like, he ends up mentally breaking this chick down, right? And what I found really interesting about the way that he did this is he ends up using her past and the time they spent together. He's like, "I, who was once the most feared Captain Kuro, stayed by your bedside and took care of you and listened to your silly hopes and dreams and wishes. I took you sailing." Like, you can tell he is just laying it thick on her, right? And the crazy thing about all of this is she goes from looking like this, where she's got the pistol, and she looks determined, right? Look at that determination on her face. But Kuro, he looks like he might be a little bothered, but more so than anything, because when you compare him to Usopp and you compare him to Django, they look shocked. He's looking like, okay, time to think of a plan B, right? And the reason why I really enjoyed that is, like I said, like, the way that he just breaks her down. Oda does an awesome job of just showing the different memories. And you see her face right there. Like, her face gets broken. Like, it's really cool that we see the pistol, and then we see her holding the pistol. And right there, you just see it. Like, that's the look of somebody who's determined to kill. And this is the look of somebody who's never killed before. Just the gap between them. Like, it's cliche to say it, but the gap between them is as vast as heaven and earth. Like, when you pull a pistol on somebody, you should be ready to kill them. That's an unspoken word, because in battle you only have a few seconds. Even in a fight, you have a few seconds to turn the tide in battle. She had the drop on him. She could have taken him out if she wanted to. Didn't really happen. And what I really loved is she goes from telling Usopp, "Well, I didn't believe you, and how could you forgive me?" and you're fighting and you're bleeding all over, Usopp forgets about his injuries and he rushes after Captain Kuro, right? And Kuro looks like he's about to take his ass out. And then that's when Luffy, I guess, uses like the gum stretch punch and knocks him the hell back, right? And Luffy says, if you hate being hit, well, I'm going to hit you 100 more times. And that's how the chapter ends off, man. So my chapter question for you guys, I actually have two at this point, right? What were your initial thoughts of Kaya pulling that gun on Captain Kuro? And the second question is how did you feel then and how do you feel now about the way that Kuro used psychological warfare to basically break her resolve and spirit? I said it affected me heavily, man. And I can appreciate it from a tactician standpoint. But at the same time, I hate seeing Kaya's character be built up only to be torn down in a few panels, man. But that's it for this review. If you liked anything I had to say, make sure you comment, rate, subscribe, and share. I greatly appreciate it, guys. That's it. Thanks for watching.